Welcome, everyone. It's Friday. Oh, yes, it is Friday, honey. It is Friday. I made it through the week. Saps. Saps, you popped in just as I was singing. I made it through the week, right? We made it through the week. So now here's what we do, we persist. Angela, I don't know what you mean by persist. Well, you keep doing something that you've always done. Persisting, you just do it because you've always done it. But you see, you understand what that means. You've been coming here long enough, you understand that you do the same thing the same way every time. It's a habit. So you see, you and I are always persisting. We don't not persist. I want you to ponder that, contemplate it. We always persist. Good, bad, or indifferent, we always persist because persisting is law. See, it doesn't matter which way you want to make this cookie crumble. One cannot get away from the law. One cannot break the law. And this is why I love it so much, because I can't muck it up. I can't get it wrong. I can only get it right. See? So whoever thought of this decided, let me make Angela uber successful by allowing her to continually persist. Now, here's where sometimes Big Mike is in the house. Now, here's where sometimes we get a little bit discombobulated. We become discombobulated when we do not know that we persist. We are always consistent. You are consistently doing what you want to do or consistently doing what you don't want to do. But either way, you are always consistent. Consistent, persistence, they are very similar. But being consistent means you show up and you do it. Persisting means, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man, but I see it. I know it's true. I'm gonna just keep this right attitude. I'm gonna keep this good state of mind. And I'm gonna keep this state of mind. And I'm gonna keep this state of mind regardless of what you see going on around you. Why would you do that? Because some people would say, well, Angela, isn't that insanity? Well, when you don't understand something, I would not call it insanity. I call it you just don't understand what to do. But here's where we make it real for you this morning, like we always do with the principles. When we persist, it means that we can see a particular experience in our lives. We can see a particular habit that we do. And we look at that thing and we say, well, you know what? I've been doing this thing for so long. I don't know that I want to keep doing it. You see, what people don't always grasp is this: you cannot have a void, you can't have a vacuum, you can't have a hole. Which means if you say, I don't want to do that anymore, that's all fine and good, but you have to fill it with something. So it's quite like when we usually say, oh, I got to break this habit. And then do what? So it is best, I will gently suggest this to you. It is best to decide what it is you want to do. Like I had a man say to me yesterday, because, they call in and the sewer pump was broken. It had to be replaced. And he said, I keep wanting something to happen, but it never seems to go the way. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you're contrary in your thoughts. You want one thing to happen, but you keep saying, but it never will. And the one that you believe, the one that you are most convicted by, is the thing that you will experience. So this is why he says to me, and this is what I mean when I say when we speak, we don't hear ourselves. We don't hear ourselves. We don't hear. In other words, we don't listen. I keep wanting this to happen, but something else happens instead. And it's contrary because we as people tend to say, you hope for the best, but you expect you hope for the best, but you expect the worst, or something like that is what we tend to say as people. And I'm like, but isn't that contradictory? Aren't you just frustrating yourself when you say that? So what kind of behavior do you want to persist in? This is the question. If you say, well, I don't want to do that, don't tell me what you don't want. What do you want instead? See, listen, when you put your attention there with what you want to become, what do you think you will persist in doing? What you want to become. But when you say, I don't want to do that, where's your attention? On what you don't want. And what happens when you put your attention somewhere? Oh, when you put your attention somewhere, you now act according to. You now act according to. Wherever you say. So this is why, like they tell you, the brain doesn't hear the word don't. So when you have a small child and they're running down the hallway, you don't say don't run. You tell them what you want them to do. Why is that? Because the brain will follow the instruction. That is how it is naturally. It'll follow the instruction you give it. So if the instruction is to walk, what do you think you'll do? Walk. You're driving down the street and you want that light. Don't go red, don't go red. Is that what you want? Or do you want the light to stay green? Angela, but aren't they the same? No. Don't go red. Stay green. Don't go red. Stay green. Feel the difference between the two of them. I didn't ask you to hear the difference. I asked you to feel the difference between the two things. We run ourselves ragged all day long. Oh, indeed we do. We run ourselves ragged because we're pushing against. And the reason why the pushback is there is because the law, you can't move the law. You could be Hercules all you want. That law is impenetrable. What law, you ask? Mentalism, the all is mind. The universe is a mental creation, which means you will always have an idea, good, bad, or indifferent. Your idea will present itself because of the mood or mental attitude that you are occupying at that time. So, what mood are you persistently getting out of bed in? What mood are you persistently getting into bed with? It is important that we check our mood. Oh, please, check my mood. That don't mean nothing. That's just mumbo jumbo. Check your mood. Why do you think we have a favorite song? Because it does something to your mood. When you have a person you can't even stand to hear them talk. Somebody said that to me. They were like, oh my God, I totally can't stand the sound of her voice. It just grates on my nerves, Angela. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, how did I open the door to hear this? I don't understand. Why do you feel the need to come and complain to me about this? Oh, is it because I'm patient and I listen? What behavior are you persistently doing? And we don't even know that we're doing it. But you do know that you are. You know you are. And here's the thing, right? With persistence. Sometimes persistence can make us feel stuck. Well, because we're doing the same thing the same way every time. And especially if you don't want to do that thing anymore, but you persistently do it. Well, I don't know how to change it, Angela. I'm so frustrated. I don't know how to change it. Don't change the behavior. Change the mood. Learn and practice to persistently change your mood. Why? Because when the mood changes, the thoughts change to match the mood. And when the thoughts change to match the mood, the words that you speak change to match the thoughts that match the mood. And then the behavior changes to match the words that match the thoughts that match the mood. Neville Goddard puts it this way. He says we're trying to break the mirror to change our face. Think about that for a moment. If you don't like the outfit you're wearing, you're going to kick the mirror in. Well, you still wearing the outfit. So you don't break the mirror because you're displeased with what you see in yourself. You change the mood. I'm telling you, we have things we eat that put us in a better mood. We have smells. Ooh, lime. There's just something about the smell of lime. Oh, hallelujah. There's just something about the smell of lime that just makes me feel so good. Lemon doesn't do it. Bergamot doesn't do it because that's also kind of has a citrusy undertone. Nope. It is lime that does something that just makes me feel so good. We have shoes we wear that make us feel good, put us in a better mood. Listen, we have drawers that we put on that put us in a better mood. We have a favorite tie, a favorite skirt, and everything, if you pay attention to it, you will recognize it puts you in a better mood day in and day out. So if you can notice that everything is geared towards you being in a better mood, and sometimes anger is the better mood. Oh, anger, take anger any day over depression. Any day. Because with anger, you will act. With depression, you will not. Anger at least will fire you up and give you some life. Depression, on the other hand, will feel like a millstone around your neck and you're in the water. So you see, practice persistently changing the mood. As I have mentioned to you ad nauseum, you do not have to be happy all day, every day, because you cannot and you will not be happy all day, every day. You will not be dancing through the daisies. You won't. We have ebbs and flows, but we have something that is constant. And that is what you anchor yourself to, that which is constant. What is constant? As within, so without is constant. As above, so below is constant. Everything moves, everything vibrates, is constant. You are continually moving from where you are to where you're going. That is constant. And as you move from where you are to where you're going, there is a pattern that emerges. That is constant. So you see, you don't have to be happy, but you must remain persistent in what you are anchored to. I have a little ditty going through my head. I'm not going to sing it to you, but I woke up this morning and the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, yeah, So, like I said, I got a little ditty in my head. Oh God, that just came out wrong. You know, back in the day, a ditty meant songs, right? But you know what? I'm done. Um, I do. And when I heard that little ditty in my head and I was singing along with it, I felt good. I really did. So if you persistently pay attention to catch yourself, when you have stepped away from that which anchors you, the principles, bring yourself back to it. Remind yourself, wait a minute. Wait a minute. As within, so without. What do I have within my bosom at this time? And sometimes you may not know what's within the bosom, but do you know what you want in the bosom? You say, oh, yes. Persistently catch yourself and do that. Because situations will always arise. Because we're living. So situations will arise. But no situation can bind you, my friends. No situation can hold you captive, my friends. Not if you pay attention to who and what you are and persistently be it. What's that song? Something about a shelter in the time of storm, right? Your anchor is your shelter in the time of storm. Why is it a shelter in the time of storm? Because you know that whatever storm you go through, if you need an umbrella, if you need what's a word? If you need a dam, if you need a shovel, it doesn't matter what kind of storm it is, the principle becomes the tool you need to get out of the storm. Persistently use them. Persistently. And the more persistent you are, well, then the more consistent you become. Ooh. Well, baby, I suppose. I like it. Bewe says in the YouTube chat, he aims for the blanket term, I died happy and I lived well. It's a declaration. It is actually a beautiful declaration. Because what did Seeley say? All my life I had to fight. That was a declaration too. So the things that we persistently say to ourselves, whether in our minds silently that nobody can hear, that we think nobody can hear, and then the actions or the words that we persistently do. Listen, you're supposed to become annoyed at what you don't want to do anymore. But in your annoyance, remember to decide what it is you want to do instead. In other words, don't sit there and complain. Because when we complain, something physiologically happens to us in our bodies. I don't need to tell it to you. You can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Sorry. Listen, there's a song for every kind of mood there is. Da-dum, 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 dum. And you know that's what we all wait for when we hear Phil Collins. Dun, dun, dun. I digress. But you see, it took you back. If you know that song, it took you back in your memories. And you can remember where you were when you heard that jam for the first time. See what we do? You just lifted your mood. Now persistently practice it. If you're going to say, I don't, persistently stop yourself and say, no, here's what I want. I will give a command. You know how the scripture tells you if you say to that mountain, move and fall into the sea, it will? Well, what is that? That is a command, is it not? Move and fall into the sea. And it moves and it does it. It's not talking about a literal mountain. That's not what it's talking about. It's saying to you that which you command, you bring about and you experience. That's what it's telling you. So we've got to practice giving the command. Instead, I will give you this example again. Instead of don't go red, don't go red, you want the light to do what? You want to keep going. So if you want to keep going, then you have to tell the light to stay green. You have to give a command. And it's not a command that is, I'm bossy. Hey, that's my girl, my milkshake. Anyway, I digress. You don't insist upon a thing. You command it, but not a command that's a brute. No. The thing to be firm in is in the knowing that if I tell it to move, it will move. Be firm in that. Be firm in knowing that. So that when you listen, the words that come out of your mouth did not emerge from your mouth, they emerged from your heart. That is the only reason why you say them. So if you're going to open your mouth and give a command, well, the command has already got to be in. As within, so without. So to persist is to decide what it is you want to be. And in spite of what is going on around you. And here's the thing, not just in spite of what is going on around you, but you know and you comprehend that what is going on around you is a result of what is going on within. And I know we don't like to hear that, and we don't like to believe it, because we can say, yeah, Gina Yashareya, I think that's how I say her name. She's a comedian. She made a post on Instagram last night, and she said she was complaining about how much clutter she had. Yeah, that's what she said. She was complaining about how much clutter she had, and she really wanted to declutter her life. And you know what? You know what the second sentence out of her mouth was? My house burnt down. She said the universe. Now, here's the question. When we say things like that, right? She fully believes that's what happened. That she complained so much. Now she has to start over. You see, a lot of the times we think we're being punished. A lot of the times we think we're being taught lessons. As within, so without. There's no fault, there's no blame. You can't feel bad when these things happen, in the sense that, oh my God, I did that to myself. No, no. Remind yourself, well, as within, so without, and get inside right. But here's the bigger part of that story of what she said. There was something else at work. That's my shameless plug for y'all to come to my room tomorrow on our fan base. You know which room I'm talking about, Scotch Bonnet, you know. But I digress. But things play one into the other, cause, effect, cause, effect. So there's one person, right? But she saw the connection. I just didn't like how she said it, but she saw it. Because I didn't want her to feel like she was being punished, because she's not being punished. She isn't being punished at all. But it wasn't just one, it was a collective of things. And she just, remember how Neville Goddard says, if 1,000 people are required to play their part to bring about something, those 1,000 people will come together. And they won't know why they come together, they just will. Because of, quote unquote, some invisible thing that draws them. So what do we persistently say? What kind of health issue do you have going on? What do you persistently say? Trust me on this one. What is it that you persistently say? Because it is what you believe. That's why you're saying it. So, what are you saying? Even if you're a student, what are you saying? Oh my God. Why I always gotta struggle so hard to get good grades? Why can't these things just come easier to me? What are you persistently saying? Catch yourself. Oh, listen, guilty. That inner conversation, whoo, it'll make you or break you, right? So that's what it is. That inner conversation will make you or break you. So make sure that you persistently catch. But Angela, that seems like so much work. No, make one simple change. You set a guard at the gate. What guard? A mental guard. Here's how you do it. If you say to yourself, you know what I'm going to do? Every time I catch myself wanting to complain, I'm going to do this instead. It's as simple as that. Whatever it is, you say, anytime I catch myself doing this thing that I don't want to do, you name it in there. I don't know what it is. Every time I catch myself doing that, I'll change it to this. Every time I catch myself thinking this, I will change it to that. Why? Just one simple phrase. Because now you are alert. You've made yourself aware of the problem and you've infused the solution so that every time you say, you catch yourself saying, no, this is what I'm doing instead. And all you have to do is persistently do that. And I told you why and how it happens. Why did I take my time to tell you that? Because I like to know how something works. It has to make sense to me. So that's why I take my time and I explain it to you. So when you catch what you are doing that you no longer want to do, and you replace it with the thing that you want to do, you are creating a new neurological pathway in your brain. That's literally what you are doing. And this is why persistence is crucial. The way to get the new thing, the way to be different, is to persistently lay down that groove by doing that thing over and over and over and over and over again until it takes root within you and you can do it with your eyes closed. Wax on, wax off. Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. He had to do that for so long and for so many times, so many repetitions. He got mad because he thought he wasn't learning anything. But because he persistently did it, and he goes to his teacher and says, "Oh, you're not teaching me anything. What am I doing here? I want to fight." And the teacher says, "Fine, fight." "Well, I don't know how to fight." And he comes at him and he says, "Wax on." And he did the pose. "Wax off." And he did it again. Because he could not see or understand the purpose of what he was doing, he didn't realize that he had already changed. And that is what you and I continually do. We don't see the purpose of persistence. We don't see it. We brush it off and we say, whatever. We mean persist. Because we don't understand what is going on in the back end. And we brush it off as insignificant. So that's why I take my time to teach you what you're doing and why you need to persist. Because in your persistence, you are growing and you are changing. "Oh, but I don't see it yet." It's okay that you don't see it just yet. It's not like it's McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's not that. It's not instantaneous. It takes practice. And that is what persistence does for us. It prepares us, it changes us on a cellular level. So the next time you want to feel like, man, this ain't worth it, understand what you're doing and respect the persistence. Right? It is the same thing for consistency. What is happening? Well, let me toot my own home for a minute. I made 43 cents on TikTok last night. Ow. 43 cents. Girl, you could throw confetti with that one. You know what had me so fascinated about it? It meant that people were engaging with the content. It means that people are listening, but not just with their ears, with their hearts. TikTok does something interesting. It shows you how many times something was shared, and it shows you how many people saved it for themselves so they can replay it. So for me, for the longest time, I wasn't even on TikTok. I did because you have to have a certain amount of followers, and I don't even have a quarter of that. But something happened and a new level was unlocked, let me tell you, for you gamers. And then all of a sudden, I could stream to TikTok. I was like, get out. And all I do is remain consistent. In the beginning, you don't see results because seeds take a little bit of time, like bamboo. But my desire is that people don't just hear, they listen, they apply, and they change their lives. And I'm on my way. Yes, I am. To Canaan land. I'm on my way, yeah. Oh, to Canaan land. Canaan is the land of milk and honey. Ow. Milk and honey. You know what that symbolizes? All right, then. Okay, you get it. So remain consistent. Some people would say 43 cents. Angela, you done lost your mind. No, I am seeing the evidence of my persistence, my consistency. Remember in the lecture, you whatever goal you want to accomplish, use your imagination, right? Use your imagination to help you bring about your goal. You don't use the goal to say, oh, I accomplished that. No, use the principles, AKA your imagination. Use the principles, and you will see where you grow and where you change. It's your check and balance. It's what I'm trying to say to you on a daily basis. But Angela, I'm in so much pain. I don't know that I can. Persistently catch yourself when you complain about your pain. Oh, Angela, that, you can say that because you've never been in pain. Oh, I was at death's door 2 years ago. My child found me unconscious. I had to call 911. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something I have not experienced. I know what it is to have to get up, and you are in physical pain. You listen, when you're in that kind of pain, even the brain is in pain because it will produce the hormones. This is why depression happens when someone is in chronic pain. It's the effect of the chronic pain on the body. And it feels like a fight and it feels like a struggle. But here's how you're going to make your life easy. What do you want to feel like? It's you listen, when you in pain and you laying in bed, you can imagine something, can't you? Oh yes. You can imagine something. So just start. What do you want to imagine? Remember your mirror neurons and use them. Well, Angela, I wasn't here about mirror neurons. I never heard about that. Well, let me tell you, and for those who have heard, Hear it again for the first time. Your mirror neurons are always on, they're always watching, which means you don't have to be doing that thing to experience the results of it. You can watch somebody do it and you will reap the benefit of it as well. Well, what do you mean? Can I have an example? Certainly. You walk down the street and somebody smiles and you see them smile. Your body will release endorphins. Just like if you had smiled, your body will release endorphins, like if you were the one smiling. Just like if somebody is crashing out and you watch them, or you watch somebody or something being tortured, you will have the same response as them. Mirror neurons. So here's how you help yourself with your mirror neurons. We like to scroll, don't we? On our TikToks and our Instas, we like to scroll. They'll find something. My whole timeline is covered in chickens. It sure is. Find something that you want to mirror. Find something that you want to mirror. And if you remember the Bible story with Jacob, and he was working for his father-in-law Laban, and Laban said to him, look, you can have all the spotted and sickly livestock. And Jacob was like, is that so? So he went and he cut out all these little spots and stuff. And as the animals were eating, okay, the strong ones, those are the ones he would put in front. Because remember, spotted and sickly went together for Laban. So he cut out all these spots and he would make the strongest of the strong sit there in front of those as he fed them, as they, you know, copulated, so they would bring forth offspring, right? And all they were doing was watching these sticks that had all the spots cut out in them. And they reproduced spotted but strong. Because he didn't breed the weak, he bred the strong. So watch what you want to become. Don't judge it. And the reason why the story is with the animals is because the cow doesn't judge. He just chews the cud and go, That's all he does. He ain't judging. He's just chewing and watching, chewing and watching. And then he brings forth offspring that look like the sticks. So that's why the animal was used to show you. You don't think when you're watching, you don't judge when you're watching, just take it in. And that is why the strength is the weakness. The strength meaning you watch what you want to become and you will become it because you will be inspired to become it and you will start doing it naturally. But here's the weakness. Watch what you're watching and you'll become it. Which means you do what? Choose wisely what you will partake of. Choose wisely what you will watch. So be deliberate in what you are watching. If it is health you want to see, then watch healthy people. Shiny, happy people holding on. Yeah, you watch them. And what's going to happen to you? Well, ain't no time like the present to practice. Yes, watch, and you will become what you contemplate. This is why you learn man becomes what they contemplate. Contemplate is to watch and mull it over. You're just watching it, thinking about it, right? So you see, my beautiful friends, the way out with ease. You don't have to fight because you can't. You don't have the energy to get out of bed. That's why you're saying, I can't. But make it easy for yourself and watch. And in no time at all, you'll get out of that bed. In no time at all, you'll have a spring in your step. Oh, wait, you're just saying all I got to do is watch it? Well, be like the cow. Don't judge, just chew the cud, baby. And isn't that what we do when we scroll aimlessly? Oh, shoot. It's 5:46. I didn't call nobody no cow. I'm just saying that's why the story of the animal was used because allegedly animals are, they don't think and they don't reason. They just are. But if they don't think and they don't reason, then they don't judge either. And that's the moral. Observe without judgment and allow your mirror neurons to work for you. Now, let me take a quick moment and welcome everybody into the space because I gotta go get ready because somebody decided to lay in bed a little bit longer. Well, I wasn't just laying in bed, I was paying my bills. That's what I was doing. And then after I paid my bills, I got caught up and I said, "Ooh, that's funny. Look at that little chicken." And here we are, a little bit behind schedule, but it's all right. We got Miss Tiffany. I think Javion's already gone to school, but wait a minute. Some people are snowed in. You'll be all right. Miss Tiffany. We got Saps. It's symmetric is in the house. See, Twitter be twittering. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Who is here? Karima. Hello. Bewee. Wisdom Almighty. C2J. I see you. Oh, but look, if it isn't the better man. How you doing, sweetie? It's been a while. And then Lily is here and Cyber. Mm? On YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and we don't stop. Sorry. Big Mike is in the house. Hey, honey. My Scotch bonnet. My Scotch bonnet is here too. Or, I didn't even ask her if she liked that name. Shoot. Well, you'll have to tell me. Oh, that cloud is shaped like a whale. Huh. Oracle Treehouse. Ray, KZ. Oh, look. Somebody's just asking me. I think it might be a bot. But anywho, thank you all for being here on this glorious Friday. And remember yourselves as you go through the weekend. And persist. Yes? Persist. It's your superpower. Especially now you understand why you persist. Just so you understand why you persist. Let's get the chime, shall we? You may hear bird song because, well, he's already downstairs already, and he was singing already, my little boy. Let me get the chime. And as you hear the chime, what do you want to change? Remember the principle of polarity. We're always moving from where we are to where we're going. We're never idle or without destination. So you can't say, I don't want to do that. Yeah, well, what do you want to do? Because you're moving from to. Where do you want to move to? Remember that and apply the principles. Yes? Okay, y'alls. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Much love to each and every one of you. And remember, as you go through the weekend, you got this. Because you understand. Hmm? The light of understanding sheds light on many a dark corner. So tonight, oh, I forget which one we were reading. I forgot which one we were reading tonight, but that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to come out for that if you want to fall asleep with us. And then you know it is Saturday, yeah? And on Saturday, I'm on Fanbase exclusively. And I start on Fanbase at 3 p.m. If you don't want to download the app, that's a-okay. Slide into my DMs and I will send you the link and you can listen on the web. You know what I'm saying, Vern? You picking up what I'm laying down? Yeah, you can do that too. Many options are available to you. We have the narrating 101 because people are always asking, what do you do to be a narrator? You know, those kinds of things. And then we have the traditional Chinese medicine room at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have that private room for group coaching. If you want to be a part of that, that's usually for my subscribers only on Fanbase. And that's a private room for them. But if you want to be a part of it, slide into my DMs and let me know and I'll hook you up. And then, last but certainly not least, ow, we have the Aliens Among Us room at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ow! Oh, Beery, you are asking me what is Fanbase? Oh, Fanbase is an app like YouTube is an app, TikTok is an app, Insta. It's like that for content creation. And what makes Fanbase so unique, it doesn't suppress your content. What else is there? You get paid when you use Fanbase because, like, I'm in this space right now on Fanbase and I have 14, no, wait, that's 16 hearts. Hearts are half of a penny. And you have to make about $25 a month to cash out. Like YouTube, it's $100 a month. Fanbase is 25. And so people give you hearts if they like your comments or if they like your content that you create. So it's just, but what also is good about Fanbase is this. Fanbase is YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Insta, all rolled into one. All of the things you can do on those apps, you can do on Fanbase. Plus the audio room, which is what I'm in right now. So you invite people on stage and they come up and they talk to you. So where did Oracle Treehouse go? Here, just bear with me. Because she's one of my moderators. She helps me a lot. KZ is also a moderator. And so people talk to you. Say, KZ, if you feel comfortable, can you, because we're still on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and Twitter. Do you want to say hi to everybody? If you want to. Good morning, everyone. See? It's, and so like in Twitter, they have an audio room version as well, right? So thank you, KZ. So here, and you can help me out. But that's what it is. And we have all types of people that you meet on Fanbase. Um yeah, it's really cool. So KZ is helping me right now. She's bringing people on the stage while I'm yakety yakking with y'all. And so that's what Fanbase is. But like I said, if you don't want to download another app, just let me know and like email me because you have access to my email. And I will send you the link. And you, when you click on that link, you can listen by way of the internet. So Fanbase is pretty awesome. And I am a fanbassador. At least I think I still am. I don't know. You have a purple check mark. Like you know how you have the blue verification badge and those kinds of things. But you, as a fanbassador, because I've just been on the app. I'm like Methuselah for the app. Been on there since, I've been on fan base for 4 years now. And so um I just really enjoy fan base because I love that audio, because I just do, right? I talk, so I love the audio. And so that is an explanation of fan base. So if you're interested, you can check it out, right? Um, and of course, with any app, you always can find unsavory, but it's up to you to participate in unsavory if you want to, right? But I don't foster unsavory. I foster what we do here. So that's all of my spaces are exactly the same, with this same attitude, this same whatever. So that's what fan base is. See? Anywho, I'm not gonna hold you up because I gotta get ready. It's like 6 o'clock and I gotta leave in like 10 minutes. Anyway, anywho, I love you. I'll see you tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us right here. Good morning, Ray Ray. Say it again so everybody can hear you.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, we have people from all walks of life. Yeah?
May I have one question?
Go ahead, Ray Ray.
I mean, I can I cannot uh click the button for the lab something. You know, I don't know why this
Oh, you mean to do the emojis?
not the emoji, because it for example, if I read something interesting, I like it, so I will I will click the lab logo over there
Oh,
over
yes.
there. But, it never happened. I don't know. Maybe
Did
there's something wrong in my account.
that could be it. So you have to purchase love. So when you
Yep.
it, did you purchase
I
love?
think I have the balance over there.
You do. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. Shake your phone. Okay, like once you shake your phone,
Yeah.
you will see a message box pop up, and it will ask you what you want to do, and it will ask you if you want to report a bug or make a suggestion. Report the bug and say you cannot access your heart balance, and
Yes. Yes.
yeah, and hit send.
You mean I need to contact the customer service here?
Yes, and that's exactly how you do it, and they get back to you with, sometimes within less than 24 hours they get back to you, and they'll fix the problem. Yep, that's
Oh,
exactly how you do it.
I think so, because maybe I didn't need any account for my, like a credit card or PayPal or something like that.
No, you do it through Apple, to the App Store. So um once you purchase your hearts, it comes out of your Apple balance. So
Okay.
come keys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey keys.
Hey, love. I think she's saying, I think she needs to add her payment method.
Oh, you need
Like,
to
if you
add your
haven't added
payment.
a yeah, if you haven't added a payment method to where your money will get cashed out to or deposited to, then it'll just stay on your account.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but, but I didn't have the PayPal
Oh, you don't have
account.
PayPal. Then can you set up a PayPal?
I don't. I don't know. Maybe I will try it later on. I
Yeah,
don't know.
do that. Set up a PayPal, because that's how you get your money. You get paid through PayPal. Once you hit the
I don't.
$25, yeah, it goes automatically. You have to set it up that way.
No, I don't think I will get a lot of money from this because what I've seen is people of them here. They show the love to me, and I need to get some response to them. You know, that's it.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Um, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, because I'm still live everywhere, right? Um, you can. transfer your TikTok and transfer your Instagram to Fanbase. You can do that. When you open up a Fanbase account, you can transfer wherever you, if you are popular on Insta, you can transfer all your posts from Insta to Fanbase. You can transfer from TikTok to Fanbase as well. I'm pretty sure that Fanbase was the originator of that.
Yeah, I think they have this kind of function,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, I don't have any exciting moment. I mean, from my TikTok or Chinese version TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Even in the YouTube, I don't have anything over there.
Well, I hear what you're saying. And that's the thing, like people just love to interact on this app, right? So you don't have to necessarily be a content creator, you just have to like being on the app.
Actually, for Fanbase, even though it doesn't have a lot of the additional function,
Mm-hmm.
it just looks so simple here.
Yes.
Actually, I like this kind of style,
Mm-hmm.
not too many, not too complicated. Just simply talk with other. That's it good.
Yes, I like the simplicity of Fanbase as well. But wait, I gotta close YouTube and Tik and Twitter because I gotta get ready for work. I can't be late. So let me yeah. So Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Fanbase, and TikTok. I'll see you tonight.